Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay gentlemen, for this evening, for Friday, I have for you video number 3 on my C46 Commando on my transport group build. I vowed I had the thing done a couple days ago, guys. I got behind because I had to work a lot, and of course I've been toying around some other builds, like the one behind me. I got that going. I'll show you that, what's going on with this. I'll probably make a video of that pretty soon. And also I got a very important message I'd like to, this is very important, guys. This is really serious stuff, fellas, you know. It really, it's kind of got me a little upset and really kind of mad too. So we'll discuss this after the update video number 3 on my Williams Brothers C46 Commando, known as the Hump. Okay guys, on the Hump right here, she's come out very nicely, and I still got a little ways to do on her. I got de-icers I got to put on her. I got cowlings, engines that got to be done. The undercarriage is all done. This airplane's almost all, virtually it's only about 99.9 finished. And I got a little more decal work to do on it. De-icer boots I got to put on there. And I got, like I say, I got props and the engines put on, engine SLs, and I call it a wrap. I should have them done by the Sunday. Sunday evening will be an excellent time to have a final reveal on this. And I'd like to get some outside pictures of this thing with the sun glistening on it. I sure missed out on the flying boxcar that day when it was all snowy and everything that day. It reminds you of those airplanes out there, right? Air Force Base out there, you know, all snow covered full of snow, and the aluminum was completely socked in with the reflection of overcast skies and whatnot. Okay, this is my second entry for my group build I got started. Haven't heard anything yet from Matt Hill and Al Woods, and also Mr. Hensley. I guess Doug Hensley from Doug Hensley's Models. He, I think he's on a painting schedule of the decals, somewhere around there in that construction phase, and it'll be ready and done, ready for the final reveal. So, like I say, the final reveal for this will be definitely this Sunday. I should have it pretty well wrapped up by this evening, most of it. But I got a lot of small work that's got to be done to complete the build. I'm gonna get her tucked away. Okay, well, I come around here with the camera. We'll take a look at the mighty Hump right here, minus her engines, her de-icer boots, her props, and a few other essentials. Yeah, there she is right there, guys, right against that Canadair. It took a while to cover this thing, guys. All done with using the panel lines on the real airplane. I'm buffing it out here and there and trying to tone down those decals. These decals are very piss poor on this kit. And I don't think there's none out there, at least I haven't researched any yet, that'll substitute the kit's decals. I know it's not because of the aluminum foil on there, because most decals, I've had no problem with decals adhering to aluminum foil. And so I just think what I actually did, I just I add a little bit of white glue in my denatured alcohol, my decals, so that way it'll be able to stick pretty good. And so far they're holding their own. I've been doing some buffing on it. They haven't been falling off. I prayed, please don't fall off. If you do, I'm ruined. So that's about as far as I got on it right now, guys. I vowed I'd have it done probably early this week, but work, I had to prevail, guys. And working on this and working on a couple other builds I got going on. I'll show you right after the display of this C46 right here. Her like the boxcar, shiny, just like the real one. And this is post World War II. A lot of people grabbed these airplanes up after the war because they knew the cargo capacity that they could carry. And they're a lot more easy to maintain, minus 2 engines, opposed to the boxcar or a cargo master. But these were the mainstay of heavy transport airplanes in World War II. It came out back in 1942. Curtiss Aircraft Company decided they'd like to have something that's pretty equal to the Dakota, but has a little bit more power behind it. And it can carry a lot more. So they came out with this. And they say, hey, what's up with the round regular fuselage? Pressurized, buddy. This thing is going to go way, way up in the air. And so that's why this airplane was elected to fly the hump. And a very good airplane she was. She had a share of problems like all airplanes did. Most of the problems that the C46 Commando had was more or less than the carburetor problems and everything they had. So they had to change the engines around and everything. They had to put a new governor ring on there. They had to change out the whole engines. So this thing is, I believe it was a Pratt & Whitney engine these things have. Double row. I think these engines rated 2,300 horsepower. That's a lot of power, guys. A lot of power. Double row. I think it's 18 cylinders this thing has. Most of these Commandos were more or less modeled in an olive drab paint schedule. I guess I'm the first that's made the aluminum one like this. And it kind of makes me a rarity. And I am a very rarity person. I'm ancient. So that's about as far as I got with the Commando. And I should have it all done by the Sunday for the final reveal. I got a lot of buffing I'll do this thing, get this thing looking nice. And I just pray to Jesus that these decals don't fall off. So far they're holding their own. They've been handled a lot of times. And they haven't came off yet. And I'm going to make quite certain that you don't. And it's going to take a little bit more work. So I should have it done by this Sunday. Okay, we're going to move the Commando out of the way. I want to show you else what Frankie Dade's been doing now. I'm going to work on this, guys. This is by Heller. Box by Artillery. This is a Heller kit. I thought it was artillery. But I gotta think, I'm able to see a kit by Polk Heller that did this kit one time. And sure enough, it's Heller. On the cargo deck right here where all the water tanks are at, you turn up the back side of it, it says Heller on there. So this is a Heller kit. It comes this color plastic, which is very pretty. Now, if you're a novice, you want to build something like this, and you decided you don't want to paint it, you don't have to. This airplane's got a whole full set of colorful decals, just like it's illustrated in this box. That requires no painting. But I'm going to paint this. I'm going to prime it and paint it, and have the decals, and then go forward and finish it. So this is a Canadair. This is the Canadair CL-415. And it's water jet bombers used in Canada Force Industries. These, along with the Mars, were a very, very good flying boat. They got two big old huge water tanks right there. And these water tanks right there consume all the water for it to drop this cargo. A lot of the details things not going to be seen once you get that wing on, because you got a bulkhead in the pilot's compartment that blocks off the cargo deck back here, and it kind of keeps you from seeing any detail. Any detail you can see, you have to peer through the small windows on here. But I painted it pale green. Deck is all pale green with light wash on there. cockpit's painted gray. The kit gives you an instrument panel, which is pretty decent. This is a very unique, nice model. I really enjoyed building this thing. It's so it's different. I've never had one of these before. This is my first build, and I know I'm not going to have no problems with it. It goes together very, very well. In real life, it's a good-sized airplane. Okay, something else I want to show you fellas too before I get on with YouTube business here. Let me move my CL-415. Put it over here so she won't get harmed. You guys can back a couple minutes, fellas. I'm trying to do a little bit of musical airplanes here. Here's another working on. I've had this kit for ages. I think I bought this back in the fall of 1970. I paid $8 for this model. As you can tell, this is an old model. And I'm very old, so it's very synonymous with me. This is a Hasegawa PX1, PXS, redesignated as PS-1. This is a good flying boat, guys. And this is what I've been working on so far. This is all nice and smooth here. I had filler across here and I got to sand all this down real well, give it a primer. This thing looks like a P5M Marlin. And anybody that's familiar with a Martin flying boat, the P5M Marlin, you look up here, you look at the nose, because the nose comes out like that. It looks like a P5M, but it's not. Canadair PS-1 was a very, very good flying boat, very advanced. It's a very advanced flying boat, and it's used by the Japanese Navy exclusively. I guess other countries had contracts with Canadair too, because they knew it was so good. This thing was designed for a short takeoff and landing. At 500 feet, this thing, and rough seas. I'm talking rough seas with 13, 14, 15-foot waves. Coronados, Martin Mars, Catalinas, Mariners, Goose, Albatross, Mallards. Any flying boat that was made cannot take 14 and 15-foot waves without being swamped, without having the engines being fouled out because of salt water getting inside the cylinders and everything and such. These things here can take waves that big and take off in 500 feet in conditions like that. They have these big old turbo props on there, reversible blades and everything. This is a pretty good airplane. It has your magnetic attaching gear right here, fits in the back. Almost like an S2F. It's retractable. They made it retractable in the kit, and of course the elevator works. The kit gives you a version. You got a selection of either the PS1 or the SS2. The SS2, the only difference between the SS2 and the PS1. PS1 is the undercarriage. The undercarriage rotates and folds back in the well now. But the SS2 has a bulbous sponson that goes across here. It looks like a Cargo Master, the weenie wagon, or the Herky Bird. Little bulbous right there, and it's got the landing gear right there too. But I like to make the PS1. With the PXS, you got to cut this well out. Inside the fuselage of this here kit, it's already a recessed circle where it shows you where you cut it out, but you gotta be very careful. Make a perfect radii with that knife. In other words, you'll come in here and you'll slice out part of the fuselage which joins to the undercarriage well, and you gotta use filler right there and be awful hard to sand that out and everything. So be quite careful. You ever got these in your stash? You'll see what I'm talking about. So that's what I've got going on, fellas. Between the hump, this, and the Canadair CL-415, that's what Frankie and are doing, along with toiling and working. Okay, guys, we're going to put the PS-1 aside, and then we'll get to business right here where we'll discuss about what's going on. Incidentally, fellas, this video will probably be in 2 parts, because it'll be quite lengthy. Okay, we're going to swing us around back to yours truly here. Okay, guys. You remember on the video number 2 on C46 Commando, when I was uploading, they have a blue banner on there. From FST or COPPA, they call that. Child's Protection something, it's some kind of a FST. Now I got a link here. I'm going to link on here for you guys to do. This is a must. This is very serious. Please sign that petition. The Rebel Cloud9. Go to his video. He's got also too a link that you can click on. It'll bring it up, and you can sign a petition against this. All this stuff's going down on the 1st of January of 2020. There's something about children getting involved in adult content. I don't understand myself, guys. I'm an old man. But I know it's not right. To me, I think what it is, it's the government trying to take our toys away from us. I mean, maybe I'm taking it the wrong way, or maybe I'm misconstruing it, or maybe I'm misunderstanding it. But I'm pretty, I'm pretty dramatic at times, how I like to explain things and my feelings. Because, you know, you get a lot of people that are like me at my age that served in the military to fight for freedom, to keep the scab of communism from coming into your nation. And you find out it's here in your nation, and all this fighting you did was for nothing. And it was supposed to be for something. And now they want to attack us model builders. It's something to do with about children, with adults and stuff. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know more about it than I do, but all I know is I'm just trying to share a link that I got from Rebel Cloud9 and also from Andy's Hobby headquarters. And I listened to this man at length, and he probably give you a lot more better description what I'm trying to. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, I'm looking at is that they're just they're taking our rights away from us. It's like communism. That's exactly what it is. They're taking everything away from you. And they say it's not suitable for children like that. Well, you got to be 18 years old to buy glue, paint. And what it comes down to, guys, is that there's no such thing as parental guidance no more in our nation. Parents do not take the time to watch their kids and monitor their kids and make sure what they're watching and what they're doing is supervised until they get old enough to understand what they're doing. With the advent of the cyberspace, the computers, these iPads, you give a child an iPad nowadays, he's a rocket scientist with them things. You'd be surprised what these kids can get into. They can get into porno sites, they get in, you name it, it's out there. All this foul, devilish stuff that's trash, pure rubbish. These kids get to it anyway. So our models, our time, our expense, our love for our fellow man and our beloved community, with all our beautiful models that we build and we buy money for, to all of us to enjoy and to admire and help each other. We're a community. We're a family. Then they're going to try to take us, break us apart, and take us away and everything. It's not right, guys. It's not right. Right always overrules the wrong. And the wrong is going to be gone real soon. Because there's a breaking point, by George. There's a breaking point. But you got to do things rational. So the most sensible way of doing things is follow up and share this link and sign that petition.